Good evening, family. So, this is the third message for today. God actually gave me this message on today is Wednesday. So, He gave me this message on Tuesday, but He told me to wait till today to release the message. I don't know why, but He strongly kept saying release it today and not yesterday. And I even asked him, I'm like, God, are you sure? Because I feel like I'm going to forget it. And you told me the word, but I feel like I'm forgetting. He was like, no, you're not going to forget because I'm going to remind you. And also, too, I have more things that I want to tell you, but I cannot tell you until today. So he gave me this word yesterday. I don't remember what time. I think it was in the morning. But he said, God said, tell his children's run, go, don't look back. And as he was showing it, it was like, okay, God, can I tell him that part? What you showed me? Okay, so he don't want me to tell y'all that part, but he literally wants y'all to run and don't look back. Your blessings are about to come. What it is that you've been praying for, God said, get ready. He's about to give it to you. He needs you to receive this word with all readiness because everything that you've been praying for, everything that you have been asking God for, it is about to come. And I mean, take this word so serious. You can even go back and pray and ask God. I literally told God, like, remove all of me and bring forth all of you because the words He be giving me, sometimes I'll be like, God, are you sure like I should tell them this right now? And he be like, yes, I told you, now tell them. And I get scared sometimes because, we all grow weary and we all be like, are you sure? Are you sure? But he's like, yes, tell them what I told you. He said, God said, tell his children run, don't look back. Now, I sat in God's presence this morning and he actually gave me some things to write down. And as I was sitting in his presence, I was for about 15-20 minutes. And he was giving me so much stuff to like write down. And I was like, God, okay, hold up. Let me just come back for a second, write this down. He was like, no, I'm going to remind you of everything. And guess what? After that was done, he reminded me of everything. So never doubt God. Even though I had my moment at that moment, we're human, we're not perfect, but God just shows us that like, I got you, even in the smallest things. So the first one was, he said in the notes, he said, they will be fruitful and they will multiply times 10. So God is saying what it is that he's been telling you he's about to give you. You're not about to just get the bare minimum. You're not about to just get what it is that you've been asking for. He's about to multiply it times 10. The fruits that you're about to bear, the things that he's about to bring forth in your life, the things that he's about to do in your life, it's things that you wouldn't even suspect. It's things that you wouldn't even know because you was just asking God for the minimum. Maybe you just asked God for a place to stay and God's about to give you a mansion. God said he's about to multiply what it is that he has for you times 10 because he's seen your cries. He heard your prayers. He's seen how you got down on your knees and nobody else could hear you crying to him, crying out to him, asking him for help, asking him, why do people treat you this way? Why are you going through so much? He's seen your heartbreaks. He's seen everything that you was going through and God said he's about to give you times 10. Whatever it is you've been asking for, it could be a house, it could be a spouse. Like, they literally gonna come with times 10 of what you prayed for. But the next thing he said, they will have kids together that favor glory. They will have kids together that favor his name and glorify his name. Now, God. Also, it's kind of different subjects that he gave me on this run, don't look back. So when it comes to kingdom marriages, he is saying that y'all will bring forth kids that will favor his name and glorify his name, because the whole point of kingdom marriages and kingdom spouses is that it glorifies his name. It shows that there is love because God is love, and there's so much hate in this world. There's so many people hurting each other and everybody just worry about self, and it's not what it's about. You got to care for one another, and a part of God is God likes to give. And that's what love is. It's not saying exactly that's what love is, but what I'm saying is that when you love someone, you give things, and God wants to give favor to you to have these kids, and he needs these kids and you and your family to glorify his name and show the world. So not saying that as soon as you get with the person you're meant to be with, that God will say, okay, tell the world, because a lot of times he likes you to keep it in private until he gives you the word and let you know, hey, it is time to go out and tell the world about this. As I looked up 444, this is crazy. And I think 444 means man. if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I'll look it up and I'll tell y'all because I'm on my phone. And I'm sitting in the car. My family's, my kids and stuff waiting on me. But I was like, hold on. They in there with my family members, so don't do that. But I was like, give me a second, y'all, because I got to release this word and I did not forget, okay? So the next thing he said is he is separating some people to bring the right people together in your life. So you might be going through a season where God is removing people out your life and you do not understand. I know that it hurts, but God had to release these people and remove these people because they was never meant to be in your life in the first place. A lot of us grow to a season of being lonely or just not understanding certain things. Maybe you have friends, family members. It don't matter who it is. It could be family members that he is removing out your life because they mean you no good. And he's bringing the right people in your life. That's what God is saying. He's removing these people to give you even better people. So just get ready to receive what it is that God has for you. These people will be your destiny helpers, whether it's in business, your spouse, family members. He can even give you a new family where they're like your cousin, your aunt, your kids. Like, you remind me so much of da-da-da, but they do so much more for you and they point to you so much. So God said he had to remove the wrong people to bring forth the right people. The next thing he said, y'all will build businesses together, churches, school, organizations. So these destiny helpers, the people that are coming, y'all will build things for God's kingdom, and this will glorify God's name, because a lot of these people will see where you came from, and there was no possible way that you could have made it from where you're at. So there was no possible way that you could have made it. Sorry, y'all, my cousins is waving at me. So there was no possible way that you could have made it from where you came from without God being in the mix of what it is that he had for you. Give me 1 second. So God is bringing this together, and y'all will do so much in God's kingdom. Maybe y'all will open schools that nurture the kids and teach them new things, teach them ways to eat, teach them certain things to do, but this will all be in glorify of God's name. And then another one says, there have been people around them that meant them no good, snakes. And he showed me snakes. So these people may in your face have been seeming like they love you and they care about you and they're all for you, but they're really not all for you. These people talk about you behind your back. These people are the type that'll bite you as soon as you turn your head and not look. So that's the reason why he had to remove those people. And that goes together with the one that says he is separating people to bring the right people together, because these people was never meant. They had on masks, and when they took those masks off, you start to reveal and see who they was. And that's not what God has for you. He said, it says, but God had to remove them to bring you better. And then the next thing said, he said, glorify, 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 rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. He said this 3 times. He just said, glorify, 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 rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. So he wants you to get happy. He wants you to not party, but he wants you to get excited. I don't know where party came from. Maybe y'all about to celebrate. You about to celebrate the things that God has for you because you didn't think it was coming, but it is coming. He said, get ready. Everything will happen so fast, so swiftly, suddenly. But prepare for what it is that God has for you, because God said that thing that you've been praying for, that thing that you've been waiting for, it's about to happen. But stay positive, stay blessed, family.